Today, Kentucky Senator and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he's optimistic that political reform and democracy can be achieved in Burma. But he says there's still a long way to go. After traveling to the country this week, McConnell was in Louisville today to meet with refugees and share his experiences of the trip. WHAS 11's Maggie Rupert spoke to the senator.
Many of you in this room have experienced unspeakable hardships.
They came with hope to the Crescent Hill Baptist Church. Burmese refugees here in Louisville listening to Senator Mitch McConnell's recount of his trip this week to their country.
The United States is now fully engaged.
The Burmese government is well known for human rights violations and oppression of the people. Senator McConnell told local refugees he's optimistic that change is being made in the right direction.
We do have sanctions still in place. We're not going to begin to remove sanctions until we're convinced that national reconciliation and democracy is largely achieved.
Many showed up with questions and skepticism. McConnell says there's still a lot of work to do, citing all political prisoners need to be released, along with reconciliation with minority groups, and that the upcoming April election in the country is free and fair. And running for a parliament seat, well-known opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi, released in 2010 after years on house arrest.
If they elect her, that will be further indication that she can reach out to these minority groups and bring them into the reform movement. I think they're favorably disposed towards her anyway.
Sitting in this audience, Pek Lian, he left Burma after 22 years when he was forced to join the army, but refused.
They tried to arrest me, and they looked for me, and I was afraid. And to save my life, I had to leave Burma.
So now he's here, safe and comfortable, but far from home and those he left behind.
I hope the government will change, and then I can go back and see my family.
As far as progress, McConnell says the government will be relying on Aung San Suu Kyi for information, and her voice was heard in this room today.
She asked that I relay a message to all of you. She greatly appreciates your support for reform and for reconciliation in Burma, and is doing all she can to advocate for that same agenda.
Maggie Rupert, WHAS 11 News.
McConnell also said Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is moving to appoint a U.S. ambassador to Burma, something McConnell says he supports.